7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the podcast from Doug Ground Up Productions with hosts Lady Miz and Ray. This is a universal platform, and there is nothing off limits. We talk about it all, and we keep it real. This is a no judgment zone, so come as you are. If you are a professional, entertainer, author, comedian, entrepreneur, or just someone who wants to get something off their chest, well, let your voice be heard here on From the Ground Up Productions. Sponsorship and other opportunities are available from the Ground Up Productions. Turning nothing into something. There's only one way to go from here. And now, here are your hosts, Lady Miz and Ray.
Hey. What's good, people? This is From the Ground Up Productions. I am your host, Lady Miz, and this is my co-host,
Ray, the Silent Assassin.
Y'all know what it is. This is where creators meet. From the Ground Up Productions, there's only one way to go from here. This is a platform where we love to represent those who are grinding from the bottom to the top. That's why we call it From the Ground Up, okay? We bring on different creators, different legends, people that's been doing this for a minute and laid the foundation in this industry. We love to discuss various topics on our show, and we report some of the news, okay? This platform is a place where your opinion matters. So please know that even if we disagree, we love to walk away and still be able to be friends with respect for one another, because that's what we represent as well. We don't gotta beef and hate each other because we disagree, all right? Anybody out there who wants to advertise their business, their music, their podcast, or anything they have going on, or even if you want to sponsor our show, you can reach us at fromthegroundup.productions@gmail.com. The is spelled D-A, the Ebonics way. So it's fromthegroundup.productions@gmail.com, or you can hit our DM and we will send you the form for you to fill out to be a guest on the show. If you have a birthday, you want us to shout us out, let us know. We will shout you out. Today, we got special guests in the building today. We are representing the 50th anniversary of hip hop, and we are doing it for Springfield Queens out there, because this is an event going down June 24th, and it's going to be several hip-hop pioneers touching that stage. I cannot wait to bring them on. So y'all, I'm sure, well, some of them y'all seen already on our show. So we are actually happy to have them back on the show, and we're going to be chopping it up with them to find out what we got coming up. If you haven't already, be sure to like our stuff. Hit that like button right now. If you are watching us right now, hit the like button, okay? And if there's a share button, make sure you hit the share button. We're at $6.99 right now. If you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We forget to tell our guests that, because a lot of people come on, they don't even subscribe to our channel. We be like, damn, we can't get no love. You know what I'm saying? Hit the subscribe button for our channel. Share and tell a friend to tell a friend. Before we get into Tea of the Week, let's have a short commercial break.
Every day we make moves. Bold moves. Big moves. But to make it through the day, we gotta make that boss move. Our chips will make you move like a boss, because bosses deserve treats too.
My Boss Move Chips is available. So if anybody want to support your girl, taste some good snacks, hit me up. If you are vegan, you can try these chips too, because it doesn't have anything like milk and none of that stuff in it. So hit me up and you can place your order directly with me. I will have my chips out there on June 24th too. So if you want to purchase them and taste them there, you can also do that. And next.
Lady Miz Publishing presents the Lady Miz Book Collection.
Get ready to dive into my captivating book collection, perfect for any type of reader. Start exploring today with my must-read book stock that ranges from memoirs, informative, journals, and kids' books. Get your copies today by going to Amazon.com to place your order. Yes, guys. So please, if y'all want to support your girl again, I got several books on deck. Y'all could go straight to Amazon and order them, or you can order them directly from me if you want a signed copy. But I have stuff for independent artists. I have a book about my life, which is re-edited and coming out very soon, called Broken Then Healed. Unhealed Scars. And I also have kids books, and I just added another kids book to my collection called Nasir's Happy Family, which is our son's name. And next book is going to be about my daughter Soraya. So yes, it's time to get into Tea of the Week, and we're going to breeze through this so we can get our guests on. So let's get into Tea of the Week. What's going on? What's going on? This is Tea of the Week with Lady Miz and Ray. Yeah, so we're going to breeze through this real quick just to let y'all know what's going on. Okay, so what we got up?
First thing up, we have Jamie Foxx in the news again. Apparently, he's allegedly he's blind and learning how to walk again.
Right. So they said that allegedly that he took a COVID shot and it affected him, gave him a blood clot, and that's what caused him to go blind and to be partially paralyzed. That's what they're saying. Nobody has really totally confirmed this. I'm not even sure. It has been being reported all over the news. But remember, I said allegedly. Okay. Mm-hmm. So if it is true, we still wish Jamie Foxx the best and hope that he heals and get back to his normal self.
Okay. Next, we want to give a rest in peace to Jackie O. Anybody know her? She's a DC Young Fly's wife. She passed away from plastic surgery, the complications of plastic surgery.
Right. And we're going to say allegedly again. Yeah, allegedly. Definitely a beautiful. She was amazing. Like when I'm looking at her, I'm like, wow, she's such a beautiful woman. We're actually going to talk about this on another show. We don't have time to get into that today, but I do want to address that because a lot of people are throwing a lot of shade to, when somebody lose their life, you want to shame them for something that they did. And that's not the time to really do that. But I'm not going to get into that right now. We send our prayers to her fiance, her kids, and family.
Next, Trey Songz in the news again. Oh my God, this guy always touching somebody.
Allegedly. Allegedly, Trey Songz is getting sued, right?
$10 million
for exposing a woman's breast or something like that. I got
the picture of her and the video.
Oh, okay. So we want to. How long is it?
A couple of seconds.
All right, let's see.
No, first, we're gonna show you what she looked like. This is the girl that he did this, and not for nothing. This happened in 2013.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, well, when you see the video, okay, let's see the video because I was thinking the same thing.
I won't take a picture. I'm starting to tire. City in the open. City in the open. I'm starting to tire.
She's laughing. She's just looking for money. I don't know, but we're going to move on from that. Okay. Stop it, Karen. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one last thing. If anybody was paying attention yesterday, did y'all hear that sonic boom? Yeah, they went over DC. I'm gonna let y'all hear a little video of it. They scared the shit out of this dog. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna show you. It's a little video of the sonic boom. Watch. This happened yesterday.
So what was that?
That came from an airplane, 2 jets flying over the DC area after they was chasing an airplane that went into a no-fly zone, and the pilot had passed out behind the cockpit. So they were following it, and to get up in air fast. That's what happens. That's that noise it makes.
Wow. Okay. All right.
The plane ended up crashing and killing everybody.
Oh, damn. That's horrible. Rest in peace to everybody that lost their life on that plane. Okay. What we got next?
That's it.
All right. So listen, you sure that's it?
Yep.
Okay. All right then.
Oh, wait, no.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Oh, what's his name? DJ Envy and Machine Gun Kelly.
Yes. Okay.
Got into a little beef.
Last one. What's going on here?
You're gonna play the video.
Don't play.
Yo,
Envy on the phone.
yo, Envy.
Play what up, bro?
What's up, man?
How's everything with you?
I'm blessed beyond belief, man. Everything is good, man. Why you talking crazy, man?
Talk crazy about who?
About me, my brother. What I had to do with anything, man, and my wife posting a GoFundMe, man. My baby was sick, man. She had a heart defect, my brother. Why has nothing to do with cars? You know I'll slap the shit out you, boy.
I wasn't talking about your baby.
Nah, you was. Envy, I'll slap the Envy, for real. Envy, for real. You know I'll slap the shit out of you, right? For that. You know that, right?
We ain't doing all that.
No. No. I want to be clear. I want to be clear here. You know I would slap the shit out of you about that, right?
And then we could fight, but that's not the reason I'm saying that. See,
nah, it ain't gonna be a fight. It ain't gonna be a fight.
Let me finish.
Nah, it ain't gonna be a fight. Envy, it ain't gonna be a fight, dog.
So anyway, allegedly.
No, there's no allegedly there.
We gotta cover our asses, okay? So here's the deal. Envy is being accused of, I think it's a Ponzi scheme, allegedly, when it comes to that whole real estate thing that they're doing. And I'm not sure how Gunplay got involved.
That's not what that though.
Oh, that's a totally different one? Oh,
Gunplay,
okay.
Supposedly, Gunplay, when DJ Envy was talking about a GoFundMe.
Okay, yeah.
And Gunplay took it personal because he thought he was talking about his wife and his kids. So that's where that conversation started. You know how rappers be in their emotions.
I can't take it. You need to stop. What's good, y'all? Anyway, we're about to get this show on the road. So I think we are done with Tea of the Week.
You're now tuned in to From the Ground Up Productions, broadcasting around the world.
Yeah, y'all know what it is. We about to get this show started. June 24th, it is going down. We are celebrating the 50th anniversary of hip hop in Springfield, Queens, and we are about to bring on the one and the only almighty Force Brothers. Let's get it. What's good, y'all?
Peace, Lady Miz. Peace, Ray.
Queen Lady Miz, how you doing?
There we go. We are doing great. How are y'all doing tonight?
We good. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Listen, we happy to have y'all on, and whoever else chooses to pop up tonight for the show.
Supposedly one of them is in the chat room.
Yeah. What's good, Lotto? What's good, MC Lady Z, Tanya, Tal Mama, Gloria, I'm not sure, Mom Gloria. And I can't see the rest. I'm sorry about that. So anyway, Bonnie, what's good, y'all? So first, let me just give y'all flowers. I have to do that because one thing that I realized and I really respect with y'all as a team, being able to stay together. Most people that, rather it's a group or whatever, it be a lot of issues and people fall apart. But I love to see the brotherhood that y'all have. And that really does set an example for what it's supposed to be like when you're doing business. And y'all stay on your grind. You stay busy. You stay performing. You are very professional and you show up on time. That's what I'm talking about. I love it.
Yeah, we trying to be like y'all doing your damn thing. Much respect.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So listen, let's get into this. It's going down June 24th. Y'all going to be hitting that stage again.
Right.
And we cannot wait to see it because y'all always put on a show. Okay.
Well, I'm definitely looking forward to June 24th. You know, Tucky Chuck, he couldn't get the Melissa Morgans and the T-Ski Valleys so he said he wanted us and the Clientele Brothers to co-headline. So I'm more than happy to be co-headlining with my other legendary Queens hip hop brothers, the Clientele Brothers. So listen, we're scheduled to go on at 4:55. But y'all get there by 4:45 if y'all coming to see Almighty. But the show actually tips off at 12 noon. And then there's 2:30, I think, the actual performances start. And I heard we gonna get to see Queen Lady Miz perform this year.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I might be touching that stage.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yes, I'm excited about it. Chucky Chuck is on the scene, so let's bring him up on the screen.
All right,
one and only Chucky Chuck, the Prince of Love.
What up, bro? What up, bro?
What's up, Chucky Chuck? Your sound is not working, so try to get your sound working. While he's doing that, why don't y'all give us a little history of the Almighty Force Brothers and break down everything about, I know you do everything, but yeah, I think I heard him say hello, right?
Hello.
Yeah, we got you.
What up, Chucky Chuck?
Right now.
Yeah, so we just give us a little history on the Almighty Force Brothers for people who might not know.
Well, it goes all the way back to the 70s. We came up under the tutelage of the original Cypher Sounds, Understanding God, and DJ Divine. They were the pioneers of Queens hip hop.
Yeah.
Okay.
We not saying, but what everybody say, Cool Hercules to the Bronx, that's what the Infinity Machine, the DJ Divine, the DJ Understanding, Cypher Sound, that's what they are to us.
Yes.
So, we came up under them. And me and my brother, back in the days of the house parties and the park jams, me and my brother, we had our own crew called the Civilized 2.
Okay.
There was another group a few blocks down on the other side of Rockaway Boulevard called Infinite Sounds. We decided one day we're going to battle. During the battle, the DJ or the head of Infinite Sounds was like, y'all shouldn't be going against each other. We need to team up together and just take over all the Queens.
Okay.
And that's how the Almighty Force was born. 3 DJs, 5 MCs, getting props all over Queens, rocking uptown beats. And that's what the foundation of Almighty, around 78, 79.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. 78. So, because I want to make sure, because I was born 77, right? So this been going on way before me. Right. But I'm just saying, because when we talk about hip hop and we're talking about the anniversary, and you guys, y'all come from that era of when the foundation was starting to get laid down. You know what I mean? And to still have y'all here giving y'all all to this, I think it's so amazing. You know what I mean? Because let's face it, and let's talk about it. In this industry, especially in hip hop, people in our genre of music are so quick to want to write off anybody who is not out like right now. You got to be like 16 and under, right? So, but they forget that there's a lane and there's an audience that still want that real hip hop, baby.
The way I see it, Lady Miz, good music is good music. So
that's what I'm talking about.
I like some of these young cats. I love my old school hip hop. I love the 80s, the 90s. See, when people ask about top 5, I have to break it down by eras because I was there for every one of them.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We have our 70s top 5, our 80s top 5, my 90s top 5, and I'm in all of them, so it don't matter. So,
and then not for nothing, to be doing it since the 76, 77, in over 40 years, that's an accomplishment in itself.
Yeah. This actually makes 46 years for us. 45, 46. Yeah.
I'm saying we wasn't going hard the whole time. We stepped away, do our grown man thing. Matter of fact, I just retired from city government. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
But we still was like, doing our shows, doing our park jam. Anytime, and this dude, we had a wedding reception out in Jersey, and he rhyming at the wedding reception. So this is the type of things. It was always, and it's not just trying to see. Of course we want to see how much we gonna get, but this is the culture. No matter what we do, it always come back to this. Like people that know me, they know my government. By the way, my government is Ronald Martin, Lady Miz. I be checking in on y'all. You be like, I know his name is something else. But people they be like, yeah, that's Most Supreme Raheem. and then they be going AKA Ronald Martin or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So the culture has always been, I'm saying like like my son, he spit, my nephew spit, everybody, that's why we know we can have our lane, because like one of my nephews, he do like gospel. The other one, he do, he just straight spit, like the young dudes do. My son, he be dropping knowledge too, and even writing love songs and everything like that. So, we feel like we got our lane, when we step back out, shout out Southside Kid and C and Kid Flash, and they came to us back in like 2018, 2019, and they was like, yo, let's just go hard. So when we started going hard again, and we saw that the love was still there, we was like, hey,
yeah,
why not?
Well do it.
Why not?
I'm talking about. I love it. I love it. I love it. What I want to do right now is pivot over to the man that makes sure it happens every single year in Springfield, Queens. So let's even give him the respect he deserves. All right. Chucky Chuck, the Prince of Luck. Chucky Chuck, we want to talk to you because, first of all, salute to you, because what you do, I know it's not easy, and just to continue to go back every year and make sure that you're representing for the people in the community. We're not from Queens, but much respect to all the people from Queens. Queens feel like a second home to us, and we appreciate y'all for allowing us to be part of your family. And Chucky Chuck, just give us some history on why you even wanted to start doing these park jams.
Well, when I moved from Manhattan to Queens in mid '76, and when I came out to Queens, Springfield, Laurelton, Rosedale, Cambria Heights, and all that good stuff, it was like the boondocks. Nothing really happening, but you had Infinity Machine, you had Cypher Sound, you had all the big groups with the DJ equipment. No one was rapping the streets style that I heard of. So when I brought the style to that side of Queens, we started doing it. And back then, from 76, 77, 78, 79, Montebello Park was the who's who park. 231 Park was the next. We didn't really use Springfield Park. 231 was the happenings, and Montebello. And when you plugged up to the pole, thousands of people came from all over. And so that's when I started by myself before I had a group. I used to crisscross Queens, and I met the Super Lovers, King Charles, DJ Vernon, Disco Twins, Divine. I used to rock at Fantasia, Les Charlotte, the Armory, everywhere by myself. And then at the end of '79, I started the Rappamatical Five. We was the first recording artist group in Queens. The guy that let us do the record like we wanted it, but we was happy to do a record. We got a little $200 a piece, and that was fine. I had no complaints. I was working construction also until I amputated half my finger. And then after 82, 83, I got tired of it. Everybody's starting to grow up. I went into real estate. Other guys went into law, doing their own business. I moved back to Harlem. Then Eddie OJ called me up and said to me, yo, Chuck, why don't you come out to Montebello? I came out to Montebello 2013, and I didn't like what I saw. I said, nothing like what we did back in the day. So 2016, I said, I'm going to do a house jam or something. And I started, we got together 2017. And all the people we grew up with, either dead, gone, jail, everybody spread out. We never had to use advertisement, just a word of mouth, just plug it up in it. But nowadays, we have to get everybody together to get everybody out there. So I said, let's do it. I want to do it bigger and better. I want to turn it into a BET kind of thing. Slice. Me and Kiddo got together, Slice, Al Mosley said we're going to name ourselves the 5G. Things went wrong. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it don't. People don't put up what they're supposed to. Then I just took over the whole process. God, rest in peace, my man Kendu. That was my man. He stole me from day one. Him, Pancho, when I was rocking by myself. See, the thing is, I promoted all my groups. I promoted my group. And if you look at the old flyers, you'll see it say TW Nightclub Production, Black Soul Sisters. I made it. I was doing promotion before promotion was promotion over there. I made it seem like some big company was behind us, but behind the scene it was always me. I brought the Super Lovers to Jamaica, and I pumped all that stuff up. I was wearing many hats, so I had a ball doing it. And this is what I do. It takes as I am 61 now. It takes a lot out of me because I have to start this thing right after the next show to get this thing together. And I really have fun. I love to see everybody get up and do their thing, That's
Yes.
thing, the Almighty Force. Now, the Almighty Force, they was down on my flyer years ago.
1980.
Yes, years ago they was on there. At the Family, and another one they did with me. I didn't think they showed, but back then, nobody wanted to mess with Rap Medical. You know what I'm telling you why? I'm gonna say this to you. We had the meanest.
We tried to get Devon to set it up, bro.
Listen. We had the meanest dance steps in the world, man. Our whole thing was you had to beat the dance steps first before you get to the rhymes and rhythm. You had to outdo the dance steps. If you didn't outdo the dance steps, you were through. You were through. Now let me tell you, Professional 5, Leon Love, he came to me and said, "Yo, I got a group," and I said, "Yeah," because I didn't really pay attention to all these guys. I put a lot of guys on, but they came out with a mean dance show, and we did Rochdale Village. They came out with a mean dance show. I said, "These boys are ready." Now their rap skills, to be questioned, but the dance show, because the ladies fell for the dance show. Now Almighty Force, they got a great dance show, but Rap Madam no longer here, so we gonna dream about that battle.
Listen, and let me tell you something. Listen, what's so funny? Because when I seen the Almighty Force Brothers perform for the first time, I was like blown away because I see they had the moves down and everything. And sometimes you don't really get that as much in today's time with that. So when they're on that stage, they are putting on a show for real. And that is something that we definitely love and respect.
They're doing that old school show, but the difference between us and all the rest of them, we were acrobatic, and so you will see us flip in the air as like a pyramid, throw around the back. They wasn't doing that. Nobody was doing that.
You're a little too cool for that.
Yeah, right.
Let us play a quick little a clip of them performing real quick.
Yes.
All right.
Do that.
This next song is called Stop Scheming, produced by the original DJ Kid Flash Grind. But we're going to need your help with this one. When I say stop scheming, I need everybody here to say,
a little too cool for that.
You got it? Stop scheming and looking hard. Y'all ready? Stop scheming and looking hard. Stop scheming and looking hard. Stop scheming and looking hard. And looking hard. The young man Rod used to rock that gold. Cats used to scream at the truth be told. So that ass plotting while on the air. Thought it would have happened, didn't know the ass. So that ass screaming while in the store. Ass got more than he bargained for. Trying to sneak a check in the ATM. The kid only know what I did to him. Stop scheming. Let people be scheming. Stop scheming. Let people be scheming. Stop scheming. Nobody be scheming. Stop scheming. Are you ready? Let's watch this show. Stop scheming and looking hard. 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 Shorty with his play her man.
Stop scheming, baby. I like that.
I love it. Listen, y'all definitely always putting it down. And what I want to do is, because I don't want to forget this, because this is very important that we acknowledge this. Please go ahead and acknowledge one of the main people, also part of the 5G Entertainment that we lost. So I want to give y'all the floor, and we definitely want to send our prayers out to his family. And but go ahead. In whatever order, give us a little bit of history of DJ Kendu.
Right? Well, what Kendu, that was Coach Kendu, right? With me and Kendu, our relationship was a little different because I played ball, and I used to have teams, and he had a team that was called TMP, and they was like rival. I was playing with a team. Chuck, you might have heard of this team, the Brew Crew. I was playing with the Brew Crew. So we was like rivals with TMP. But fast forward, like my son, he took on, because we ran a basketball tournament since 1991, and my son, he took it over, and my son, he started. Him and Ken Do teamed up with each other last year, and they started doing things together. That's the UNCI thing that they having, where they're gonna give they're gonna have a like in not this Saturday, but on the 17th they're going to have a Memorial Day for him, and like we got a show in Pennsylvania that day. But before I head out to Pennsylvania, we're gonna go by there. Ken Do, he was with D&D. With D&D basketball, with my man Dog and the rest of their team. The brother, he was a good brother. It was like such a shock. He was, as a matter of fact, because I've been with Big Uptown for like the last 2 weeks in part, and like I had a birthday party, and then he was DJing at this other place, out there. It was in Harlem. And he was with Ken Do the day that Ken Do passed. He was with him, and Ken Do, I think, dropped him off somewhere, and then he got a call like a little while after that. But Ken Do was a big brother. I mean, he was a good brother. The turnout for his service. It was like the whole Queens. They had anything to do with with basketball, with music or basketball. It was a lot of people out there, to represent Ken Do on that day.
And what I want to say about Do. Now, I was the commissioner of the basketball league. Raheem, he ran the background. He took care of the business, made sure we had the awards, the uniforms. I was the hands-on. So I'm the one that actually did the scheduling, recruited the teams. And Do, I was so happy when TNP came to my tournament because they was doing, causing havoc all over the city. And I felt like we had the #1 tournament in Queens. They needed to be playing in Queens where they was from.
All right. Okay.
TNP, so it's finally I think about the 2004, 2005 TNP finally came out, joined the Almighty Force basketball. And I'm saying that Do, what was funny, right? Now, me and Do, he didn't know I did music, right? So one day out the blue, he called me last year. I think it was around January. And he was like, hey, yo, Shy, man, I just saw a video of y'all performing, and y'all was saying, work your body with the Almighty, work your body. And he said, now, goddamn, I swear I heard that way back in the early 80s before I went away. And I was like, yeah, dude, that was us. He said, I never made the connection that the Almighty Force MCs and Almighty Force basketball was the same people. So he was like, yo, me and my man Chucky Chuck got this thing called Springfield Day. Yo, if y'all could come get with it, it would be great. And I was like, I remember Chucky Chuck. When I was in the 9th grade, high school, my girlfriend lived in Lawton. So back in 78, 79, whenever I went to Lawton, all I used to hear about was Rapping 5. Never got to see him perform, but I was a performer too. So I was like, there's some dudes on that side of town called Rapping 5 that everybody's sweating, but I bet they ain't good as us. And then when I met Divine, I said, yo, Raheem asked Divine straight up, yo, Divine, who better? Us or Rapping 5? Because he's the only one that was around both of us. I don't know if you remember what Divine said, but just before I go into that, to get back to Do, I give thanks to Do that he made this connection, because now I'm sitting here with Lady Miz and Ray, Chucky Chuck, and I'm down with 5G Entertainment and Springfield 80s Reunion. Y'all can count on us being there for years to come, and I'm happy to be a part of it. Thanks to Do, thanks to Chucky Chuck.
Yeah, that's
yes. And big shout out to DJ Devon on the check-in. We see you. I think, what was it? Loretta Scott? Was it? Electra Scott. Sorry. Big shout out to her too. DJ Devon, I sent you the link if you want to pull up, because he's always there on the ones and twos, repping it and holding it down. All right. Chucky Chuck, we want to hear from you and some words on Ken Do.
First, you're going to say, Devon said, we won.
Yo, you know what? Yo, I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it 100. He did, you know, he did. He was like, y'all different. So I was like, oh,
definitely.
He trying not to hurt my feelings or something. You know what I'm saying? Y'all different. You know, y'all better with this. You know,
I heard this
better with that.
But,
you know,
but for Ken Do, I know him on a different level, not basketball at all. When I moved down there in '76, Ken Do brought me to his brother, Reggie Martin. I did the first house party at Reggie Martin's house, and we was the first one to come out to 231 Park. Ken Do, Pancho, and Bernie was my friends coming up, and every time I had to do they had a particular rap they liked me to do for them. Ken Do was always there for me, man. He was always there. Every show, everything I did, he was there. And I had a lot of fun with him. We got a lot of memories. It hurt me to my heart when I heard what I heard. But Ken Do introduced me to his brother, and brother brought me out in the park, and I got exposed then. And that's how it happened, man. Ken Do was my man, 100 grand. That's all I can say about a piece of my man, Ken Do.
Absolutely, absolutely. Rest in peace. And again, we send our regards to his family as well. Al Mosley, big shout out to Al Mosley on the check-in. So we got Van Silk that just pulled up, so we're gonna bring him on. Let's bring on Van Silk real quick.
The true story in Van
Hey, what's good, Van Silk?
What up,
everybody? What up, everybody? What up, everybody?
What's going on? So, Van Silk, why don't you, well, I mean, everybody know who you are pretty much, but just go ahead and kind of like introduce yourself. And were you cool with Ken Do? Did you know him personally?
I knew Ken Do. But you know, it ain't like we was exchanging Christmas gifts and Thanksgiving calls, but you know, Coach Ken Do was somebody who's been around.
Somebody told him to buy and use his phone.
You know, respectfully, you know, he's no longer here. And you know, when Chuck told me about it, I knew it bothered Chuck a whole lot.
Yes.
You know, just like when I lost K Slay, you know, when you lose somebody that's dear to you, you know, it's hard. You know, when we all are still young, you know. Right.
Absolutely.
Hello?
Absolutely. Somebody said hello. Is everything all right? I heard something. Oh, so Van Silk, tell us, you well, from what we seen last year,
Hello?
you're traveling all the way up
Hello?
here.
Yeah, I said we all still young, so we losing all our dear friends.
Right. Yeah. No, I'm sorry. I keep hearing
Hello?
somebody say hello. What is that?
Yeah, they got to be down there because YT's mute. He muted himself.
Oh, okay. All right. So Van Silk, tell us why you come up. And you're coming up now every year to make sure that you are there for this 50th, celebrating 50th year anniversary of hip hop, and also why you are coming to Queens to do that. What makes you say I got to be there?
Is it me?
I think something is wrong.
It might be on you. Van Silk, it's on your end.
Okay, wait, let's do a quick check. Okay, everybody that can hear, that's on here, right? Can y'all hear? Raise your hand. Everything okay?
All right.
Everything's good. Yeah, Van Silk, I think there's issues on your end.
No, it's not me. I mean, I'm always good. I sit in the same spot when I do my stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's fine now. So let's move on.
Oh, okay. He said, well, we didn't have no problems. I'm just letting you know. I'm just saying. Nah, but what I wanted to say was, DJ Devon is in the building. We're about to pull him up. But can you hear me now, Van Silk?
Yes.
Okay. So what I wanted to say was, what is important to you, as far as why you feel it's important for you to be there on these days that they celebrating hip hop and the Springfield reunion?
Well, I'm supporting my man Chucky Chuck, because I've known Chucky Chuck since '78. You know, he's a good brother. And when you do things when you come back to the community to do things, it's important to me, you know.
Yes.
You know, I like to be involved with certain things, not everything, you know, because, you know, we come up in something that, you know, everybody's not going to get acknowledged in things. And when you go out and the Almighty Force brothers and, you know, the Clientele brothers, you know, just bringing the brothers out Then I had a great time last year, you know, seeing brothers that I didn't see in a while, you know, from the Disco Twins to Tony Moore from Cypher Sounds, you know, even Chuck. I ain't seen Chuck in a long time, you know.
Yes.
So it's important that you show up to certain things, not everything, but certain things.
Right. I definitely appreciate and respect that for sure. We got DJ Divine that just pulled up. We want to bring him up on the screen as well too. This is the man with the master plan with the sounds in the park. So what's good, DJ Divine?
Divine.
What up, Divine?
What's up?
Peace, DJ Divine.
Peace. What's up?
What's up?
So listen, can you tell us, DJ Divine, right? Tell us, how long have you been in the park representing and putting on for Queens and for hip hop?
Wow, well, if I say the year, you're gonna say, "Oh, I wasn't born yet."
Like a baby, please.
Oh, I wasn't born yet.
Yeah, but listen, you come on, it's celebrating the anniversary, right, of hip hop. So it educate us. You know what I mean? At least educate me. I don't know about Ray because he's a little bit older than me, but educate me. Van Silk never had no problem with educating us on our show because he damn sure was on there putting it down. So I want to hear from you, Devon.
Well, again, I moved out in Queens in 1969. Moms wanted to get us out of Brooklyn. You know, it was just a little crazy. So we came out to Queens 1969. About two or 3 years later, I met up with this guy named DJ Maestro, about 72. And his brother was Lino Reyes, one of the baddest drummers that came out of Queens. He played with Rick James, Stevie Wonder. A lot of cats from around our way, they had bands, you know, and the Five Boats, Arby Great. They played with Evelyn Champagne King. I used to hang out with Bernard Wright. All these cats. Marcus, to play with Tina Turner. So all these cats used to come to Lino's house and practice. And then, you know, when they took a break, his brother Maestro Edwin was DJing. So I'm like looking at him playing music, and I'm like, that looks easy, because picking up a bass guitar or drums and all that looks like a little complicated. So he said, "Oh, you want to be a DJ?" I said, "I don't know. Yeah, yeah." And then he showed me just on how he was mixing like the groove records, the groove of the beat of the record. But again, he wasn't doing it with headphones, so you know it wasn't on beat, and I didn't know the difference because it was all new to me. So I said, "Yeah, I really want to do that." So you know, I got my mom's component set and all that stuff, and I started playing, and that's what really drew my interest in playing music around that time. And then later on, I got to meet Understanding, Divine Justice lived across the street from me, and we formed the group Cypher Sound. You know, and that was like in the like around 74, around 74, 75. And it wasn't really, like Chuck said, it wasn't really nothing happening that early, but we just was just doing music. And we played at this Originals of Jamaica down in on Supton Boulevard, and that's where we did our first party. Understanding, you know, these guys have vivid memory. There you go. Thank you, man. I need a finisher. That's my man Chuck that said that, right? He's my finisher. He doesn't know that, but you know, that's my finisher.
He's your closer. Yeah.
That's right. All my MCs, Almighty Force. Listen, when I get stuck like that, listen, let's finish it out, because I'm not an MC like you guys. You guys know how to close the deal.
The vibe was
about.
I just gotta say two things about Devon. Like when I lived, like if you're not from Queens, you might not know, but I lived on by Rockaway Boulevard in the middle of crazy stuff back then. And Devon and Understanding, Cypher Sound, they used to be playing music where we had our tournament at in Ajax Park, where we had our tournament years later. And I was able to hear his music from Rockaway Boulevard. So this is like it had to be like over like 10 blocks, and I used to be able to hear the music, and you just hear like the boom, you just hear the bass, and then we used to just follow the bass, and then we go up, and back then we're going to the park. The only light in the park was where Divine and UG was at. The rest of the park was pitch black, and we ain't have no incidents, like no incidents. That's why I love what Chucky Chuck do, because that's where, like my grandsons, that was the first time they saw me perform, because we're comfortable bringing them to places. It reminds us like back in the days where you comfortable with bringing your family.
Yeah.
And you know what's so crazy? For back in the days when you did the park jams, the later it get, the easier it was for you to find where the music was, because it got quieter.
Okay.
Yeah, no more traffic noise, any of that.
And it's like in the jungle. You just listen to the music and you can hear the echo for a lot of blocks, and that's true back in the days.
Yeah,
where you could actually like, okay, I hear the music and my ears telling me to go this way.
Follow the music.
The reason why I brought Infinity,
those days are over.
The reason why I brought Infinity there, because they were what you call the Soul Train. If you play with Divine, that's like a hit record. If you rapped on the mic on an Infinity machine with that equipment, I mean, your name got known all over 10 blocks away. If you at Fantasia and you hit the stage and you with Divine, you got it all. You know what I'm talking about. So I'm not gonna start what I'm talking about.
Go.
No, I'm not gonna start. I'm saying you got it all when you play with wherever. Les Charlotte, the Armory, Jamaica Roller Ring, Fantasia, Long Island. When you play with Divine and Infinity Machine, if you wasn't nobody, you became somebody.
That's what I'm talking about. Beautiful history, you know what I mean, for Queens and hip hop. I absolutely love it. I got a question that I want to ask y'all, and I would like every last one of y'all to answer it in any order. Can you tell us, based off of how hip hop has evolved over the years now, how do you think it has evolved over the years from what you see now?
You know, it's a lot of great points and there's a lot of bad points. You get the bitter with the sweet. You know, you have some stuff you don't want to listen to, and you have some rappers that they're not being heard, but they're really, really great. So it's a mixed thing with me. 80s, 90s, then nothing be like until it comes back around. 80s, 90s music, we're rapping. Today is different. Like I said, you have some great MCs that you don't hear about, and you have that, they promote that ratchet, whatever stuff. You take the bitter with the sweet. You take what you like and you roll with it. That's how I see it.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I look at it like this. We laid down a great foundation. The foundation that we laid down and everybody built upon made it stable and made it able for everyone to eat. So the foundation, these guys that influenced these other guys to the next generation and the next generation, that took it to different levels for that time period. And this is why hip hop is so strong. It's because of the foundation. It's like a building. If the foundation of the building is not strong, then the structure of it is going to collapse.
Okay. All right. Like that.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with Divine and Chuck. Some things you like, you know, some of them I like. Like I like Glorilla. Like she turns up, right? You know, I mean, it's hard for me to you know, to really look at the you know, like the brothers that's, you know, trying to live out, you know, they you know what we in back in the days never would even brought to light. You know, that part I can't respect. I can't respect, you know, that you trying to base everything on, you know, like you know, trying to shoot over young brothers and all of that. I can't, you know, I know the whole, you know, back in the 90s, the East Coast, West Coast and all of that. But like to me, like those are like isolated incidents, even with what happened with Scott, you know, back in the days, you know, what happened with Scott LaRock. Like those was like, but like to me now, it's coming. It's happening like too much. You know, the young brothers, they really not. I don't think that they really thinking, because you're not only ruining the life of that family, but you're ruining your own life. You changing. So that part I really can't. You know, the whole part about the girls with the the way they dance and all of that. You know, I heard KRS going off about
twerking.
Females on the pole, you know, like that. You know, they're not talking about killing nobody. You know what I'm saying? So you know, I mean, so I'm not even mad at that, but I'm just, the only thing that I'm concerned about is what the young brothers is talking about, and then executing that craziness.
That's like art trying to imitate life.
Yeah.
Right, that's right.
And then now
YT, and then I'll repeat the question for Van Silk. Go ahead, YT.
What I was gonna say, hip hop, we are celebrating 50 years of hip hop. Anything with longevity is going to evolve. I mean, that's just life. That's history. So, as far as the music, I'm gonna keep it more on the music side. Like all the brothers said, I like some of the music I hear, and then some I don't like. It's not what I do, but it's still hip hop. Because like I said, anything with longevity will evolve. And we laid down such a strong foundation, like Divine said, that we laid out a legacy that's being followed. And as long as they keep it going, as long as I'm here, I'm going to be able to keep it going. You know what I'm saying? If they allowed hip hop to die, I'm going to die right along with it, like a fossil. So as long as they got people still interested in the music, they're going to like my music. They're going to like Drake music. They're going to like Kendrick's music. I'm saying it's all music. And to me, in my eyes, good music is good music. I don't give a fuck what era or where it's coming from.
Absolutely. I'm feeling that. Okay, Van Silk, I know you got cut off and back. So the question was that we would like you to answer is, how do you think that hip hop have evolved over the years?
I mean, as times change, everything involved. Life involved, people involved, dress change, the lingo change. I mean, we say the word fresh. You old. Like
funky fresh.
but I'm not trying to spoil the anniversary celebrations. I just want to make it clear to everybody still that we still in the 49th anniversary. The 50th haven't hit until August 11th.
Right.
Okay.
Because my birthday is November. I'm still 64 when this year started. I don't become 65 until November. But I said, and I brought the point up, we can't let people rewrite the history. We understand the Grammys and BET and all these people that have TV schedules of them honoring and celebrating. But we still got to remember, when January 1st turned into 2024, we still will be celebrating 50th anniversary until August 11th, 2024.
Right.
So we got to have a clear understanding of the commercialization of what they're doing. But for us, Chuck is doing this event June. He's been doing it. It ain't like he just popped up and did it. So he's entitled to say we honoring the 50th anniversary, but for those who just popping up, I'm gonna do a 50th anniversary because it's 50 years. It's still a 49th anniversary.
Right.
Let's keep it 100. It's still 49. 50 don't start until August 11th. You don't celebrate your birthday at the beginning of the year. You celebrate it when your birthday comes.
Chuck, you gotta push the date back.
I just don't want people to say, once all this is over this year, nobody gonna walk around next year. Oh, it's the 51st anniversary, the first week of January. No, they're not gonna do that because we're not gonna get to see another 50. None of us.
Right.
Our grandkids gonna get to see a 50, but we're not. Let's just keep it real. But from August 11th until August 11th of 2024, it's still going to be, that's the official 50th anniversary celebration, because you can't change the date. That's like me saying, the 1st of January, I turned 65. No, I turned 65 in November.
Right.
We gotta honor that birthday the same way we honor everything else. If you get stopped by the police, I'm 64. I ain't 65.
You got it, baby.
But it all depends on when it started. If it started in 74 over there and started in 73 somewhere else, then it's 50 years.
Listen.
I'm not saying anything, but I just wanted to throw that out there.
I saw the look on your face, Devon.
It might be 49. Maybe they came a year later, but I'm just saying.
Hey, Devon.
I'm just messing around. You know, I don't like controversy.
But you still got to remember, when I did Rap Mania for TV, with the blessing of Bam Bada and Kool Herc in them, Rap Mania was the 15th anniversary, which was 75 to 90.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody said nothing about it then.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? But if we go accordingly to the birth that everybody is stuck on,
mm-hmm.
I mean, it's cool what everybody's doing, but what's going to happen when everything is done? Are we going to forget everything? Are we going to say...
Forget everything, come back to the platform.
Yeah. Are we gonna say in February 2024 that it's still not the 50th? We're not gonna call it the 51st because all the hoopla is over. It's still gonna be the 50th in February 24, March, April, May. It's still gonna be the 50th. We live in the 40th.
I love
we in the
49th.
49th.
So that's more than a year in celebration of hip hop for me all the way into 2024. So I love that theory.
Yes, you know for a fact we're gonna get the real deal, and Bear Silk is gonna definitely let us know what it is. Because I remember when we had him on the show before, and we were asking about different different people in hip hop, and he was like, "Well, who's the best?" And he said, "Well, you got to break it down in eras, right?" So we're always learning in the process, and this is why we always are. You know, it's a blessing to have y'all on the show to be able to educate not us, but not just us, but our viewers as well, so that we can get it right. You know what I mean? Because that's what it's about. So just being able to understand that. I mean, you're right. You know, at the end of the day, it's about when it started. But I mean. Like DJ Devon said, it could have started for him at a different time, I guess. But
it's only
this is what I'm trying to tell you. What I'm trying to say is this: when it started somewhere in the Bronx, or when it started somewhere in Queens, and when it started somewhere in Brooklyn, it all wasn't the same time. So we had to paint a narrative and say that it started here to make it look more professional. So
yeah, but Devon, that's not fair. That's not fair. Me being from the Bronx, we all still lived in New York. We all still lived in New York, so it didn't matter when y'all called on.
Right. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where it stared, because
but it doesn't matter when you called on.
Everybody. People was influenced by people in their own borough. I was influenced by someone in my own borough.
I respect that, but what I'm trying to say, it doesn't matter when people caught on. It's like if something was birthed and born, and accordingly to what everybody's going by, Queens, Brooklyn, Bronx, Staten Island is all part of it, because you still got people that lived in Queens that came from the Bronx, and Bronx that lived in different boroughs. It doesn't matter.
We got
it doesn't matter because I'm not getting paid nothing.
Okay, Chucky Chuck said, "Shut it down."
Because I don't want people thinking, "Oh, the Bronx this, the Bronx that." Hey, listen, Chuck is from Harlem. He represents. A lot of people think he's from Queens. You got kid from Kid and Play. He's from the Bronx. You got DJ Lady Love. She's from the Bronx. You got so and so that came from the Harlem to Brooklyn. It's just, if they want to put Kool Herc as that date, it didn't matter when other boroughs catch on, because at the end of the day, everybody was still doing their own thing.
I want to start it with the first lady I saw. That's the pretty lady. That's why I started.
In 1979 was a pivotal party that y'all was at. Everybody was at. You know what I'm talking about, right? Did you want to Jamaica Army in 1979?
Yep, remember that.
Yeah, that was very important. And that means everybody from other boroughs came to Queens.
Yeah.
Yep. Grandmaster Flash, Furious 5.
Everybody.
before
I don't remember
79.
Furious 5 being there. I remember Melly Mel and Curtis Blow being there.
Melly Mel and Flash was there.
Flash was
Love
there,
in
yeah.
Hollywood was there.
Flash.
But it was
Hey,
that's
listen,
important.
it's not gonna be no Bronx conversation. Lady Miss, step
I
in.
can't take it. No, listen, at the end of the day, regardless of the fact, we celebrating hip hop, we celebrating the
New York
history
City,
of hip hop.
y'all.
And New York is New York, no matter what the situation is. But that's the main thing. So let me ask y'all another question.
Before you ask the question, because I wanted to kind of piggyback off of Divine and YT when they were saying the foundation, because when you look at the foundation now, we're saying 50, it'll be 50 years. A lot of these guys are eating really good off of what started 50 years ago, you know? So,
yes.
You know, when we look at hip hop, we got to always salute the guys who started it 50 years ago, because these, like I said, and I'm going to repeat it, a lot of these young guys are eating good.
Yes.
Give me my reparation of hip hop.
Listen, if Cool Herc could get,
well, it's been like that since slavery. The slaves,
but you know what? In all
that
honesty,
got us out of freedom. Their generation should get paid something, because if it wasn't for what they did back then, who knows where we would have been.
That's why I'm still here doing the party. Give me my reparation, y'all.
Listen,
I'm still here. Don't worry about the slave. Give it to me.
DJ Divine, Scott said, did you get a text about somebody performing? I'm sorry, I did see your message, but I didn't want to cut them off.
Listen, Lady Miz, that's the wrong person. She needed to talk to. I told her. I straightened that out. Don't worry about that. It don't go to Divine.
Okay. All right. Big shout out to UNG Radio on the check-in. Big shout out to George Mason on the check-in. I think I said MC Lady Z. I see the West Coast is up in here. Big shout out to y'all on the check-in. So my next question is, when we talk about the history of hip hop, can y'all, everyone tell me what their most memorable moment of hip hop was for you that was really important to you?
When I got on the stage at Fantasia and Divine introduced me to all those ladies, man, oh man, my life began.
Oh, so you were the hip hop for the ladies, okay? It ain't about the hip hop then. It's about
yes, indeed.
Oh my Lord! So that's okay. All right, DJ Divine. I guess we're going to roll with it.
That's kind of hard because I got an opportunity to meet Grandmaster Flash, African Bambaataa, Theodore, and throughout meeting all of them was an experience. And they all of them brought something different, and all of them was unique, and all of them made a impact on people. And I think that the best party that I think that I could say, other than the 1979 Armory, was when we played the party for Fat Cat, Corley, and Supreme at the Olympia Palace. I think that was the most exciting, and Corley, Supreme, they just gave me some money, and they said, go to Russell and tell them I want this one, I want Houdini, I want Starsky, I want Orange Juice Jones, and that party was just off the chain. I think that
Divine, let me ask you, that party was better when Flash first came to Fantasia, when he was at his highest peak. You think that party was better than 78 when he came to Fantasia?
Yeah, because I enjoyed it. I enjoyed Fat Cat and Corley and Supreme Party. I enjoyed it. When Flash came, we used to always drive Flash back to the Bronx, and Flash and I was always cool. So I mean, it was just so many exciting times. But the Olympia Palace was like, man, everybody.
I don't see how the Olympia Palace passed Fantasia, because Fantasia had everybody at a frozen state to see you and Flash, Melly Mel, and myself. We had a ball.
Well, let me just say this really quick for DJ Divine. It's about his everybody's memorable moment. So everybody's moment could be different for that individual.
Right.
You might disagree, but this is about me asking each person what their memorable moment was for them.
I'm sorry, Cleve. My bad.
No, it's okay. I just wanted to say that because it might be different for somebody else, and that is okay.
No, but he getting old, so I gotta help him out, you know.
Oh my God! I'm not even going to touch on that. I'm moving on there still. Can you answer the question, please?
Yeah, we don't have to go to the Silky Man. Come on, Silk Man.
So
my best memorable moment in hip hop was when I got stuck up at the Audubon Ballroom by the Casanova.
Oh my God!
Oh, yeah, Flashing told me about them.
Wait, what?
Now hold on. Here go me. At the Audubon Ballroom, Quarterfield coat on, talking to Flash and a few of the Casanovas. And somebody needed change for $100. What do my dumb ass do? Pulling out the money out my pocket. So after the event was over, I'm walking down Broadway. Somebody ran up on me and put a double barrel shotgun in my back. Took my money, took my wallet, everything. And the funny part about that story, the person who was in the front of me that stuck me up, I seen him 5 years later when I was working down in Show World trying to steal pornography paraphernalia. And I caught his ass then. That's my most memorable moment because I know, again, back then, you don't pull money out and stuff out in front of people, especially back when you were just starting to meet people and hang around people, because I always thought Flash had something to do with me getting stuck up.
Probably so.
Oh my God.
Probably so. Foxy told me about them. Foxy told me about them.
Van, did you get your refund back the day that you see them?
No, I'm still asking Tiny for the Casanova. Do you have my wallet in one of the closets?
Oh man, okay, all right. So his memorable moment.
Let me just piggyback a little bit off of that on the Casanova. It's funny because we was at Queens College real quick, and I just needed to share this because he brought up the Casanova.
Okay.
So Disco B comes up to me and said, "Wow, that's a nice medallion you got on, right?" So Anki was my man. Anki was my dude. Yo, he looked at me.
I remember Anki.
Yo, he said, "I wish he would." Because Southside was all in that place, and I don't know. They used to say Casanova all over, something like that, Van Silk, and then try to rob you. Yo, if they would have did it in Queens College, yo, they don't know Infinity Machine. They don't know the people that was there. That was there.
That was the term. When they say throw your hands in the air and Casanova all over, that's when you get stuck up.
That's when they do it. Huh? Yeah, I heard something like that. Yeah, I heard something like that. Yeah. But I needed to piggyback off that. All right.
All right, no doubt. Big shout out to Simon Bars on the check-in. Okay, Raheem, this on you.
Yeah, I mean, there's like so many things. Like we went like in the early to mid 80s, we had went a stint where we were doing where it was like our first time, being in the music, like getting like a study paycheck. Right when we was like doing shows at the USA skating rink that was out there. I guess that was like Roosevelt. So the people, like everybody used to come through there. The people who we was like doing shows with. It was like Scratch. It was people like Super Lover C. Later on, Father MC. Kwame. Like just running, and then the guy that was running the skating rink. He like put us like on a little tour, like for all of the skating rinks that was like on the East Coast, going up and down the East Coast. So things like that, like it that made me think that, I could have did that, like for a living back then. But after that brother wasn't working there, I had to more focus on, working. But that was an important time for me. Like we really, because everybody used to come through there. Jay-Z used to come through there. Like I said, DJ Scratch. The
Scott LaRock, KRS.
Scott LaRock, he came through there. The funny thing about Scott LaRock, and we were just talking about the Bronx, right? The funny thing about Scott LaRock he lived right, like he used to be with her, he lived in Queens, you know. And he told me we played on the same basketball team, and he was telling me, you know, because our fields were similar, and he was telling me, you know, that there was this kid that he had that was nice, which turned out to be KRS-One. But we used to joke with each other, you know, saying like, why? Hey, what's up with all this dissing Queens shit? And he was like, yo, not Southside Queens, not Southside.
I can't take it.
No, but we used to have fun. We used to, and then, me and my brother, we used to run around. One of our things, like if they had contests and there was a prize for like 500, you know, we used to just go there like, yo, let's go get this 500, you know, so things like that, you know, it's hard for me to just pinpoint like one thing, but I just say like that early to mid 80s was like when we was like, it was like really fun for me, you know? It was like really fun, you know?
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna take it.
All right, YT.
Yeah. I'm gonna take it back. I was 10 years old. How my brother said earlier, following the bass. You know, my first experience hip hop. I walked up to Ajax Park, DJ Divine, DJ Understanding, Divine Justice, Cypher Sound, Booming System. You know what I'm saying? So that was my introduction to hip hop. Then as I got a little older, my brother started going to the Armory and the La Chalette and the Fantasia, and I wasn't old enough to go. So I used to just come home and tell the story. Yo, Divine was battling Flash, and Divine did this routine where he was cutting the record while he was rhyming, and then Melly Mel, and there was this other dude there named Curtis Blow who was almost as good as Melly Mel. And you know, I'm listening to the stories, then I started hearing the tapes from the shows. So that's what made me want to be an MC. Listening to my brother rhyme, listening to Melly Mel rhyme, you know what I'm saying? So that, if I had to say anybody was my influences in hip hop, made me want to rhyme and probably played a part in how nice I am.
Yeah,
I give credit to those two men right there. I don't know Melly Mel personally, but you know, I always looked up to him as an MC. But what I say is one of my most memorable is the first time we performed in the T Connection back in 1979. I was 14 years old, had no business being in the nightclub. We up there performing with Grand Wizard Theodore and the Fantastic Five and Africa Bambaataa and the Soul Sonic Force and the Cosmic Force and Jazzy J and the Jazzy Five and Shy Rock and all of them. And I'm like, these are the people I used to listen to on tapes. Now I'm touching the stage the same night as them. So that was big to me, being a 14-year-old kid, being able to hang out in the nightclub and actually performing, you know, so I thought that was dope. That's 1979, 1980, we spent our time in the T Connection.
Nice. A big shout out to all the legends in hip hop. I just really recently learned about Shy Rock, so I didn't really know too much, because you got to remember, when I started listening to hip hop, you're talking like in the mid 80s for me. So I can only go back to what I remember. But again, I always want to learn and know about the history of those who paved the way, you know, who laid the foundation in hip hop, because I believe that we have to always respect those who came before us. And I think that's just important, especially in our culture. What was I going to say? Oh boy, I had something to say.
Can I say this real quick? Can I say this real quick?
Absolutely.
When it comes to, I want people to understand, because Shy Rock had went away for 15 years to Germany when her husband was in service. But Shy Rock was originally a B-girl with Melly Mel and Scorpio and Flashing when he was breakdancing. Shy Rock was MCing before a lot of the male MCs from the first generation. She was MCing before Raheem. She was MCing before a lot of them, which a lot of people didn't know. I knew her since she was 16 years old. And she was an MC. She was the second member in the Funky Four.
Yeah.
She was never really the first one. That was just for record. But the whole point I'm trying to say, she was MCing before a lot of the guys from the first generation. Just from to let you know that from a woman's standpoint, how far she really go. She was the first one shouting groups out at the park jams, she was shouting the Furious Five in them out. That's Scorpio said that's what made him want to go to other jams because she would shout them out.
Nice.
That's dope.
Okay,
That's dope.
okay. And to my understanding, they have something for her Shy Rock Day in the Bronx every year, correct?
Yeah.
And somebody
This past Saturday. And she just got
Saturday.
And she
But
just got
she
just got the key to the Bronx. So she's the first woman to ever get the key to the Bronx.
That's dope.
Dope. That is dope. I love it. I love it. All right. Somebody is
Mr.
playing this.
Vine, he got to turn his music back down in the background.
DJ, sound man, check your mic. Remember, it came on like Mikey.
Okay.
Yeah, the feedback is coming in.
Listen.
It's still happening.
Yeah, he's doing
I was trying to get the big screen on. Looking at this freaking iPhone is crazy, and so I put it on my big screen, and I guess I was getting the feedback.
Yeah. I got my big screen on too. I just put the TV on mute.
Okay.
Yes. So one of the things, Van Silk, that I want to ask you, and then we're going to start to wrap it up. K Slay, rest in peace to K Slay. He has done so much, and I know that you were very close to him. And you know, this is a loss for all of hip hop, but even a greater loss for you, because you were so close to him. Can you give us a little bit of history on K Slay and also what he was doing with all of the rappers? I still hear the feedback, guys. I'm sorry. Please turn it down. All of the artists and all the rappers that he was putting together and bringing together all on one joint.
Desi Dez, K Slay was originally a graffiti artist, 14 years old, named Dez. And the movie Star Wars, he's in there. Like, he's featured all through the movie. He's part of the writer's block that used to be on 149th Street. So he wrote on a lot of trains. He was a bad kid. You know, he's been to jail. But his second part of his life when he became K Slay, and me and him was working together with the whole mixtapes. And anybody that came to New York had to go see K Slay. That was mandatory. You had to go to First Avenue to go see him. Another thing that K Slay brought to the game, in all honesty and true, is when he went to Hot 97, they wanted to put him on 8 o'clock shift. And pay him 6 figures, and he didn't want it. He said, because if I take this job during this time slot and take all this money, I can't play what I want to play. So when he had the drama hour at Hot 97, he took it wasn't a lot of money, but he could play what he wanted to play. And he's the only DJ in hip hop that's recorded over 400 artists. I mean, Eminem did a song. Rick Ross and them, you do songs for him for free, no charge. I mean, they get their publishing. All the Rolling 200s getting ready to drop, the 100 MCs. I mean, after he passed and packing up all his stuff, all his mixtapes and masters, and I told LL I found the High Hater song that he did off the Jimmy Spicer beat. K-Slay paid for people that was in jail, took care of people, and he was a real good brother, and I miss him. And he didn't care where you came from. When everybody say don't mess with 50 Cent, a lot of people don't know he was the one who put 50 Cent out, who shot you on his on the Street Sweeper album. A lot of people didn't know it was K Slay that put 50 Cent out. K Slay and Papoose. K Slay would go to California. K Slay and Gunplay. K Slay and Shaq were partners. You know, where he wanted to sign Jennifer Hudson and Shaq didn't want to sign Jennifer Hudson. Then they signed Ray J. They was all underneath K Slay and Greg Street and Shaq's record label. So K Slay did a lot for a lot of people. He didn't care where you come from.
That's right.
So, you know, he's gone, and we get ready to drop the Rolling 200, which is 200 MCs. Wow. And I mean, like Run DMC. I got Run DMC to be on there. I mean, Snoop, everybody is on there. Rick Ross, Sha Rock, Sparky D, Mikey D, whoever was around until he was passing before we finish it is on there. And I'm going to continue it with his partner of throwing out the best of the K-Slay Rolling series because we have access now to all his music and his computer by court.
Oh wow. Okay. So when will that be coming out?
Jared told me the Rolling 200 is going to drop in August.
Oh, in August.
Okay. And we got all the videos that goes with the Rolling 200. And I think LL wants to narrate it in the beginning. I asked Chuck D to narrate it. I mean, it's like whoever's been in the game, new, young, and old, have done the Rolling 50, 100, and 200. You know, and K-Slay was like an open door to like giving people who couldn't get a deal. I'll play your joint if it's hot. I'll play your joint if you're gonna hustle hard. You know, he'll call me 2:00 in the morning. Yo, Van, you know, me and Flex got this thing going on. I'm trying to tell him I got $1,000 bet for you. I need to get the correct answer. You know, they be betting, you know. I mean, he was just a real honorable brother. You know, like he took care of people, you know. He didn't care where you came from, you know, Big L, you know, Dipset, you know, the Locks. I mean, like everybody that came out of town would go to a little apartment in Harlem and do freestyles, you know.
He represented the culture.
Yeah, it's a big loss. No DJ can fill that void. Nobody.
Wow. Yeah,
and nobody ever charged him to do a song, not even Latifah. She said, listen, Slay, my makeup costs $20,000, but I'm going to come into town. You know, I'm going to keep my makeup on just to be ready to go shoot when they did that song. And that's how they did it. You know, Rick Ross, listen, Kay, I'm coming to town. Kay, get the cameraman, shoot Rick Ross' part. I got it. He did all the editing.
Wow.
He did everything.
That's dope.
Definitely dope. Lot Picasso said that K-Slay's mixtape put him on. Big shout out to George Mason in the building. He said, I love Van Silk. The man goes deep and stays keeping it real all day long. His knowledge is incredible concerning all things of hip hop and beyond. So I guess, and also big shout out to Mikey D. I know he's not here right now. Lotto, you did pull up, but I see you in the comments, so it's all good. He's going to also be on that stage. And we just want to, again, shout out everybody because when it comes to the culture of hip hop, because this is something that brings us all together. And it also bridges the gap no matter what, where you live. You know what I mean? The culture of hip hop, that's what it does for us. So is that something you wanted to do? Oh, okay. So I guess lastly, what I want to say is we're June 24th. It is going down Springfield, Queens, at the park, like we do every year, celebrating the anniversary of hip hop, allowing all these artists to Chucky Chuck giving all these artists a platform to go and showcase their talent and do their thing. Van Silk will be there. And I think, what's his name hosting it? Oh, God, I'm so sorry. I can't.
Big Uptown,
yes. Can we put the flyer up there real quick just so people can see the flyer? And then if there's any final words that you guys want to give us, there you go, right there. So y'all see everybody that's going to be there. Make sure y'all pull up. I forgot about King Charlie Prince, my bad.
Sedan.
Yes, Sedan, I got a sound. MC
and don't forget King Charlie Prince going to be there.
Yes. Yeah.
Shout out. I saw my man Wilson Bell from the Clientele Brothers on the check-in. So shout out to the Clientele Brothers. They going on after us.
Oh, good. Okay, so they are coming on. That's what I'm talking about. Very happy to see that. Lotto pulled up. So Lotto, we're gonna let you get some final words in because we about to shut it down. What's good?
Yo, what up? So I was just listening. Peace, y'all. Peace of Van Silk, Almighty Force Brothers. Chucky Chuck. I was just listening to you. I was just listening to y'all. You know what I mean? Getting that history lesson. You know.
All right.
Yes. So, Lotto, you're gonna be performing, right? On the 24th.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Okay. So, what are you performing?
I don't really know yet, but you know, I got a whole album to choose from, a new album. So, Black Ball, you heard?
Black Ball album. That's what I'm talking about. Push that. That's what I'm talking about. So why don't you quickly tell us?
Yeah, I wanted to say shout out to K Slay. He put me on a couple of his mixtapes. You know what I mean? Early days, he was definitely playing the artist stuff. If you was dope, you know what I'm saying? And you know, I got 2 records with Papoose. You know what I mean? So it's so you know that brother is it's never gonna be another K Slay. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's right. All right. Most definitely. What was the question I was going to ask?
Well, I got one for Chucky Chuck. If I see his head there, if he's Chucky Chuck. You do this every year, right? So what do you do to keep it fresh and keep people coming every year?
Try to bring new acts. Old acts that haven't done in a while, to bring the joy back, to bring the hip hop back, get these guys in tune and let them do their thing. But it's to bring the new act, it's to mix the old with the new. I try to do that.
All right.
Keep it live. And everybody leave their egos at the door and come and rock the house and let the people feel y'all what you did back then. That's what it is.
I love that. Love it. Lotto, what I was going to ask you is just to give you a memorable moment. Sorry, it's like a little net flying around. It's driving me crazy. In hip hop, what is your most memorable moment or whatever influenced you to the point where you said, "Yo, this is what I want to do. This is why I love hip hop so much."
Well, you know, I'm younger than them, so I heard rap first on the radio. I heard the Sugar Hill Gang first, and then, you know what I'm saying, a couple of records, you know, Melly Mel and, you know, the Message and all of that. And then I used to hear Mikey D, tapes of Mikey D. So that influenced me to write. And so, good looking, man. That influenced me to write, you know what I'm saying? So after I heard Mikey D, I started 40 Park Jams, and Spank G put me on the mic and Grandmaster Vic was on the wheel. So that's the first time I rocked the Park Jam. That was in 83, 84, something like that. So that was the first time I rocked the Park Jam. And ever since then, I've been rocking Park Jams, and I started rolling, you know what I mean? And I've been a lot of places real young. I've been in clubs real young. I've been next to celebrities when I was real young from rolling with Mike.
All right.
So yeah, that's my experience. It's a lot.
Okay.
It's a lot, you know.
Yes, absolutely. So listen, guys, we appreciate every last one of you for pulling up, for sharing your moments with us, for educating us, for celebrating hip hop, especially celebrating it in Queens, New York. Chucky Chuck, we thank you for doing this every single year. We thank you for allowing us to be a part of this every time you do it. We really appreciate it. Almighty Force Brothers, I can't wait to see y'all rock the stage. Van Silk, we can't wait to see you there. We know you're going to be definitely educating and supporting. And also, I believe you getting up there hosting a little bit, right? To my understanding.
I guess so.
Chuck. And I can't wait to see what you do.
Okay.
I told Chuck to end up hosting.
Ain't nobody hosting. I'm hosting myself by myself.
All right. Well, listen, definitely appreciate that and keep it going because it is very much needed. And we just want to keep hip hop alive no matter what. So do anybody have any final words or want to say anything to have the people follow you on your platforms? You can go and
that's a lot of women.
Starting from the top, YT.
Unmute.
Oh, okay, there you go.
All right, I got my mute off now. You know, if you want to follow me on Instagram, I'm Jeffrey L. Martin. Facebook, Jeffrey L. Big Shy Martin. Facebook, YT Shahi Almighty Force Exclusives. YouTube, YT Shahi Almighty Force Exclusives. And that's how you find me on my socials.
All right, Van Silk.
All you gotta do is just go online, just type in Van Silk YouTube, and my channel will come up, or Van Silk Instagram, it'll come up, or VanSilkRumble.com, it'll all come up.
All right, Lotto.
At Lot Picasso, at Lot _PACOSSO on Instagram. And check out my website. Want to cop some beats? trapverseBoomBapBeats.com.
All right. DJ Divine.
That's what you do. DJ Divine. Finny Machine. That's it.
All right. Chucky Chuck.
First, I want to give a shout out to my man Slice and Baby John and Al G. You catch me at Chucky Chuck Rap on Facebook, Chucky Chuck Rap on Instagram, Chucky Chuck Rap in the bars, baby, drinking it up. That's me.
Here we go. Supreme Raheem.
Yeah. Well, mine is on Instagram is Almighty Force Brothers on Instagram. On YouTube is Almighty Force Entertainment / Ronald Martin on YouTube.
All right. And y'all know y'all can always find us from the ground up, Lady Miz, or
Ray, the Silent Assassin.
Listen, y'all, make sure y'all pull up. It is going down June 24th, Springfield, Queens, at the park. Everybody that you see and then is going to be there. Y'all do not want to miss this event. Come out, bring your families. There will be food. It's great entertainment. It is a free event, and you're going to see so many great people hit that stage. Make sure that you follow Chucky Chuck too, because he's always constantly posting it and letting y'all know, what's going on with the event, what time people are going up. If you want to see your favorite artist or your favorite group, you're going to know what time they are going to hit that stage. Follow everybody, support everybody, keep hip hop alive because hip hop lives matter. I'm your host, Lady Miz, and we're about to be out. And this is my co-host,
Ray, the Silent Assassin.
And we'll see y'all on the 24th. Peace.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for coming, y'all.
We hope you enjoyed your time with From the Ground Up Productions. We'll see you next time. Be sure to add our channel to your Roku list and listen to us on all streaming platforms. From the ground up. From the ground up. There's only one way to go from here.